Well, how lucky are we in Australia to grow beautiful weeping cherries like this? They come from Japan, but they grow in all the cooler parts of Australia, even in the hills of Perth, believe it or not, in my garden. Now, we've got a fantastic program for you today on The Garden Gurus. Here's what's coming up. How is your garden looking? I'll show you mine this week. Nige gets motivated to keep his lawn looking amazing. And we've got some potting ideas to brighten up your blooms this week.
Digging around. I got my spade, I got my hoe, I got my rake, and I'm ready to go.
Ever since the Greeks invented the first hose some 2,400 years ago, using an ox's intestines and bladder for a pump, can you imagine the stench, the blood and the guts? Hoses have come a long way. In fact, they've come all the way here to the West Leederville Community Garden Centre in Perth. In summer, plants need more water, so making it easier and quicker is a no-brainer, and that's why an auto reel is a life-changing experience. No more tangled, kinky amateur nonsense. I'm mounting the auto reel on this post here, which is near the tap, an important detail. It's a simple process of drilling, screwing, and mounting onto the bracket. Using my powers of perception, I've identified some plants that need watering, and it couldn't be easier than with the auto reel. You just turn on the tap, pull out the hose, twist the nozzle, and you're watering. I mean, look at that, folks. It really is a beautiful thing. When you're finished, push the run button and let the motor do the rest. As the hose rewinds, the zero tangle anti-kink layering mechanism goes into action, eliminating all of that tangled, kinky angst. If you want to watch this happening like I do, just open the lid and watch the magic unfold in front of your eyes. The hose can swivel 180 degrees anywhere on the mounting bracket, which means you can water anywhere from here to here and everywhere in between. I mean, it really is genius. Leaking fittings and connections can drive you to total insanity, but you won't get any of that nasty business with these grip and lock brass fittings. They've got the double O-ring, which means no leaks or drips, and it comes with this high flow nozzle, so now we can all relax. No leaks means no water wasted.
Typically, when we think of growing vegetables, we think of beautiful large garden beds, lots of sun and rich soil. But don't be quick to dismiss the idea if you've got a courtyard or a patio area, because there's lots of great varieties of veggies on the market that are great in pots.
The first step to growing vegetables successfully in pots is to make sure the container is the right size. So, just like Goldilocks, not too small, not too big, just right. So something like these here will be ideal. You will need a high quality potting mix. Vegetables love a good soil medium as it will maximize their growth, fruit and longevity in pots. So I'm using my go-to Osmocote potting mix as it contains a coir fibre which holds the moisture and nutrients. It is also made up of a composted pine bark, which is a renewable and sustainable resource, so a big tick in my books. And it has a wetting agent to improve soil penetration and retention, which is vital for healthy veggies.
The red ticks are what you want to keep an eye out for, and what it means is that this soil is certified with the Australian standards of premium potting mixes. And when you're growing your veggies, they hate to be in a soil that will compact over time. And the good thing about this is that it will maintain peak condition without slumping for 2 years.
I have picked out some of my favourite food plants to grow. First up is this capsicum called Sweet Stuff. It produces sweet bell-shaped fruit, which you can pick either green or red. And it has a nice, neat, compact growth habit, so it's perfect for pots.
Eggplant fairy tale is another great compact veggie for pots, and the fruit isn't bitter like traditional eggplants. It's got a nice sweet flavour to it, and it's high in potassium and vitamins B1 and B2, and the fruit's not overly big. It's only going to get to about 10 to 15 centimetres long, but you know what, that's great for the kids, and it tastes brilliant with a little bit of marinade and grilled on the barbecue.
Typically, tomatoes are very large growers, but there are some great dwarf forms around, such as Candyland, Potts Tom, Tumbling Toms, but one in particular is this one here, KY1, which is an Australian heirloom. It produces large, meaty fruit with an amazing flavour, but best of all, it's very disease resistant. Another secret to healthy vegetables is their fertiliser. The Osmocote potting mix contains a controlled release fertiliser which will feed these veggies for up to 4 months. It also contains growth stimulants which encourage strong and healthy root development.
You can leave your veggies with just the fertiliser that comes in this potting mix, as it will be enough. But if you're like me and you like to give them a little bit of a boost, you can use a liquid fertiliser every 3 weeks. And there you have it, a bunch of great little vegetables that you can grow in pots easily, and before you know it, you'll be picking heaps of fruit from your back door.
Over the years, folks, I've developed quite a knack for sniffing out the various fauna that you can find in the garden. And as I suspected, we've got these beautiful white geese here, and there's some ducks over there as well. Now, if you want these guys in your garden and you've got the rooms, a few things you want to provide for them. A nice body of water like this, they love water. A couple of logs where they can just hang out and take a break from the water, and then a nice grassy area like this, and they're in heaven. I love getting new tools, folks, but I didn't expect to get quite so excited about my latest acquisition. I mean, just have a look at this for a ripper of a shovel. Different shovels are designed for the various different shoveling tasks, and you can always pick an amateur by the incorrect choice of shovel and technique they're using. Idiots. Let's take post hole digging, for example. Using one of these concreting shovels for this would be ridiculous, but as the name suggests, a post hole shovel is perfect. This is no ordinary post hole shovel, it's a post hole shovel on steroids. Apart from just looking good, it's got this super socket which provides superior strength and greater leverage. You've got the polyethylene coated reinforced fiberglass handle and extra large collars for added strength, plus these larger foot treads, non-slip. You get on that. Oh, extra digging power, folks. I love this rubber section at the top here. It's thick, strong, and feels great in your hands. Nice and comfortable. This is also a great general purpose shovel for digging pits, trenches, narrow holes, and it's great for planting too. Perfect for landscaping. I'm sure some of you have seen one of these contraptions before. It's the post hole pincer or scissor shovel, perfect for this kind of post hole digging. What you do is you go in, open the handles, close the blades, grab the earth, and out she goes. It's really sharp and perfect for this kind of work, and basically you can go as deep until your hands are right down here. But I'm not doing that today. It's made in Japan from high-strength Japanese steel and has a lifetime guarantee, as does the other shovel. Remember, before you do any digging, always check for pipes and services. So there you go, and there you have it. That's post-hole digging with ruck. And by the way, don't be surprised if you see me down the beach with this bad boy this summer. Just leaning on it.
I'm a huge fan of leafy greens. They are nutrient-dense, fiber-rich, and make me feel great. Kale is the Cinderella of leafy greens, and in the recent years has gone from garnish on the side to main course. People around the world are adding it to their smoothies, throwing them into salads and stir fries, and even making chips out of it. Here we have 3 common varieties of kale. The curly kale with crinkly leaves and beautiful ruffles and frills. Here we have the Tuscan kale, also called the lacinato kale or the dinosaur kale. It has got dark green rugged leaves. And here is an interesting variety called the red Russian. These leaves turn red as the temperature drops. These plants were grown by Swan Valley Nursery, a specialist edible plant grower. Kale is a fabulous crop to grow over the cooler seasons and will last for months as a cut and come again green. This is perfect for me because I can just pick exactly what I need when I need it and don't have to worry about wilted or rotting veggies in my fridge. Begin harvesting your kale after approximately 7 weeks and it will provide constant picking for up to 10 months. Not only is it frost hardy, but frost actually improves the flavor of kale. Like the other cruciferous vegetables, kale does contain a cancer-protecting chemical called sulforaphane. Here is a quick tip. If you want to maximize the sulforaphane content in kale, it is best avoid boiling kale. Instead, eat them raw or slightly stir-fried or steamed. Here is a beautiful raw kale salad dressed in peach vinaigrette for lunch today. And it's absolutely delicious.
Look at these beautiful grass trees, folks. These here are up to about 400 years old, and there are about 30 species of Xantheria that you find all over Australia. Now, they make excellent garden plants. You might not necessarily go for something as big as this, but a really big one makes such an incredible statement, a big talking point, and also they're a really good bird-attracting plant. Up here you can see the flowers on the spikes there with a few bees on them, but the birds love them too.
If you're wondering how to keep your veggie patch productive year in, year out, well, I've got a few tips for you coming from my garden. These beds get used all the time and I've rested them over the winter. Yes, soil can do with some rest too. The spring plantings are designed to deliver summer crops, but to get the strongest growth from these new vegetables, the natural minerals and microbes in the soil will need to be boosted. To get started, I'm adding the microbes and nutrients. You know Seasol, you know Power Feed. Seasol is a soil tonic and Power Feed is a fantastic fertiliser. But this is a granulated version of it and it uses Troforte technology with its nutrient supply as well. Now, it's really easy to apply. All you want to do is about a handful per square metre. It's about 40 to 50 grams or so. Just spread it over the top. Oh, and don't go worrying about all these little weeds that you're seeing popping up through here. My next action is going to take care of them. I know I'm cheating, but I've got a lot of garden bed to do, and a cultivator like this absolute beauty from Still churns the soil over, opening it up to make it loose and friable, and mixing the fertiliser and microbes deep into this aerated soil. The loose, friable mixture is perfect for new roots to grow through, seeking out moisture, and this means deeper, healthier, stronger root systems, and the plants atop them, well, they're incredibly productive. When it comes to varieties to grow in the garden, there's a huge selection of different species you can be putting in, so many different salads, but one fruit that you can put in is tomatoes. I've got my 3 favourite varieties. San Marzino, now this is a fantastic sauce variety. I've got the good old Romas, sauce and salads, and one of my all-time favourites, of course, Groslis. So they're all going in, but you can't do it without putting some frames in. And these were the ones that Nige showed us early in the season from White. This is perfect because you want something to support the plants as they grow up. And of course, once you've got these, they last forever. Other varieties going in include the starter plants from Swan Valley Nursery. These are semi-mature plants you'll find down in your local garden centre, and they'll be getting harvested within about 4 weeks in some cases. Now, varieties include things such as asparagus, those perennials. There's also some absolutely beautiful lettuce varieties. Water in once you've done all that work, and believe it or not, you don't have to do any more. As the plants start to grow, they are really going to use a lot of energy, and I'm going to boost them along using some more of the power feed with the Forte technology, but a special blend, and this is specially designed for vegetables and tomatoes. It's in the red tub, keep your eye out for it. It does boost the growth really well, but most importantly, it adds all those beneficial microbes, so they're eating the minerals that are going into the soil, turning it into plant food, and delivering the very best possible results.
I'm here at Essendon Community Gardens, which is in the heart of the city and surrounded by busy freeways. And it's amazing to think that they've created such a beautiful oasis in the middle of it all. But today, I'm here to lend them a helping hand to create a vertical garden. And utilising walls or fences is such a great way to maximise your garden space, especially if you're tight on room. But it also means you can grow what you want, wherever you want.
For this project, I am going to use a selection of different pot sizes and brackets from the mix and match range. This allows me to choose a number of different plants that I can grow, but it also means I can simply match the pots and hooks to the surface of my choice.
One of the challenges to vertical gardening is watering, but these pots have made it easy because they have a water smart design and an integrated saucer. And you'll notice down here there's a little hole so you can keep watch of how much water is left in the pot, so there's no risk of overwatering, and the plants will draw up that excess water when they need it.
I have a selection of ground covers which I'll be planting up into these containers for a mixed flower effect. First up is this, Bacopa. I will let you in on a secret. This is one of my favourites as it can flower for up to 9 months, so it will be perfect for this community garden.
Another plant that I'm using is this one here, and it's called Bittens. And it's a great plant for attracting good pollinators into the garden, such as bees. And in a community garden like this one, they're really important.
These pots come in a charcoal or latte colour, so you can have a lot of fun with your vertical space. You can make it very modern, or you can play off the colours of the pots with your choice of flowers, just like I've done here, and I think it looks really pretty.
If you have a different setup to what I have here, don't worry, there's a bunch of different pots and hooks that you can find to best suit your structure. And the great thing about a vertical garden is that you can personalise it, have fun with it, and you can create a beautiful green wall, a flower garden like this one, or even an edible garden.
Any of you regular viewers and fans of the Garden Gurus will be well aware that I love my grass and I love mowing it. It's one of life's simple pleasures, and it's perfect for a simpleton like myself. Just watch closely as I mow this lawn and you'll see the excitement on my face. As much fun as this mowing caper is, things can turn ugly pretty quickly if you don't take care of your mower, and I've got a few maintenance tips to help keep your mower running like a well-oiled machine. Talking of oil, changing the oil on your mower is very important. It protects your engine against wear and tear and keeps the motor running smoothly. Remember, as your oil ages, it collects dust, dirt and nasty sediments that can build up and ultimately damage your mower's engine. Sharp blades are crucial to a clean cut and a healthy lawn, so make sure you check them regularly. Just going to fold the handle down there, get the catcher off, and up she comes. Blunt blades will tear the leaf, your lawn will look ordinary, and a torn leaf is an open invitation for infection and disease, so check the blades regularly and sharpen or replace them as required. And another important tip, just make sure the mower's off before you check them. The air filter is an integral element to any mower, and it's a cinch to clean or change. Open the air filter cover, tap out any excess dust, or replace the air filter if it looks too old. Just remember, always use genuine parts that match the make of your mower. You should always use fresh, clean fuel. Old fuel that's just left sitting in the mower will make it hard to start and it will damage the engine. So a good tip for you, in autumn, before you put the mower away for winter, is to just leave the mower running, use up all of the fuel, and then start with fresh fuel in spring. If you're having trouble starting the mower or you find you're using a lot of fuel, it could be an issue with the spark plug just here. Have a look at it. If it looks a bit dodgy, it might be time for a new one. In fact, it's good practice to disconnect the spark plug before you do any maintenance on your mower. And it's also good practice to get the mower serviced once a year. And the best place for that is at your Rover dealership. You look after your mower, folks. Your lawn will love you for it. And you'll be mowing for Australia in no time.
Well, that's all we've got for you this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. Now, the good news is we're back next week with another great program full of inspirational gardening advice. And if you've got any questions from any of the stories you saw today, simply visit our website. You can download videos and fact sheets. There's all sorts of great information. And if you've got a specific question, become a friend on Facebook. We'll answer it for you. I'm Trevor Cochran. We'll see you next week for the Garden Gurus.